Hi. Let me know if you hear an echo, because I do. I'll have to shut off my other camera if that's the case. Can you hear me okay? Welcome to my quilting world. I'm Cheri Yurton, and this is Sew and Talk Tuesdays. And okay, I'm just seeing if anybody can. Oh, Jim, you hear an echo? Ugh, don't know how to get rid of that. So I'm going to have to shut this other camera off, but that's okay. I'm going to do that. No echo. Okay, good. All right. I'm going to look at my phone so I can see. Well, actually, I should make you guys big on my screen so I can see ya. Come on. Be nice. I'm frozen, aren't I? It said I had a connection problem. Let's see. I may have to go. Oh, I think I might be okay now. Boy. Okay, I'm leaving it as is. That's weird. Okay, you know what's weird about this today, everybody, folks? I have you on my computer. I have you on my iPad. I have you on my iPhone. And I have you on my screen, big screen TV. I just wanted to see how that was going to work out with the big screen, but you know, I really don't have to look at myself. So anyway, I hope everyone's doing good. I see that Joe, Vintage Style by Joe was the first one in today. And Jim, he's here. Glad to see you. Today is being early. Yeah, Jim, your son went back, didn't he? Okay. I know it's not easy on you. And Lisa's here. She let me know that she stopped by, but she'll be listening in while she's working. So hi, Lisa. Judy is here. Hi, Judy. How you doing? And Melanie Taylor, she's made it in. Thanks for joining us, Melanie. And I have Zaza from Scotland. She's here. Welcome, Zaza. Katie Crafts, she's here. She's come to join us. I am glad to see her. I hope everyone is having a good day. It's just weird looking at this today. It seems like it's just lagging. So I'm gonna move my keyboard at this point. I don't think I can get it to go big for me. Oh, there it did. But I'm going to move my keyboard out of the way of the sewing machine. Put the mouse there. Got to get set up. You know how it is. Okay. So anyhow, it's been a busy day. Went to the dentist this morning and everything's good. Came back. Had to get things set up for today's live. I did that. I'm preparing. I don't know if all of you know about it, but I'm preparing for the October content creator collaboration. Now that is a tongue twister for me. It will come out October 1st, and there's 11 of us that's going to be doing this. And we get to pick a theme between, fall, Thanksgiving, Halloween, or Christmas or Hanukkah. We get to pick a theme of what we want our project to be. And we'll pre-record, and then we will either schedule it on each day from October 1st to get my list out here. October 1st to through October 11th. One of us each day will come on, and we're doing it alphabetically. So Alesha, the Quilty Birds, I think that's her name there. She'll be the first one. Then Amber, our cheeky quilter, she's going to be joining us. Then there's me. And then there's Deb, the pug mama quilter. And Jess, So Blessed by Jess, will be joining. Jessica, Sewing on the Bluff. Joe, Vintage Style by Joe. Lisa, the Awkward Quilter GA. Lori, Quilting in the Country. Melissa Makes Quilts. And Mona Did What? That's the lineup for who's going to be part of this collaboration. And we'll each have our own project that we do, and we'll drop our own videos. I think I'm going to do mine as a premiere. So it'll be pre-recorded, but I can interact with you. And it'll be like 6:30 at night, I believe is when we had decided. We're still getting it. So anyhow, I had been working on that. We're going to have I don't have it here with me, but we're going to have a giveaway for that. And that'll be, let me see, 12, October 12th until midnight, October 21st. And what you have to do is you have to watch each video. You have to be subscribed to each channel. There will be a Google form that will be posted on each of our channels that you'll fill out, and then you have a chance to get a gift certificate. So that's exciting, but exciting is wondering what everybody's going to be doing, That's what I wonder. Hi, Sandy. Welcome. Thank you for coming in. Oh, and Tammy's here. Hi, Tammy. Thanks for stopping by. So that is our collaboration. And so mark it on your calendars that from October 1st to through October 11th, there'll be 11 of us dropping our videos, one each night. And you'll be able to get the list off of our channels so that you know who's coming on, who to look for. But mark it on your calendars. It's supposed to be, I think, 6:30. I think is what we decided on. Let's see. What else do I want to say? Question. Oh, I have a question. You all can think about it for a little bit. Is how do you prep for when you're doing a pattern, when you're getting ready to do a pattern? How do you prep your pieces? Meaning, do you put them in baggies and mark them? Do you use the design boards? Do you use little project boards? Or do you cut and sew as you go? So I kind of want to know what you do with that. And if you don't mind giving me some of your ideas of what you did or how you do it, that would be great. Do you mark them? Do you put pins on them? Post-it notes? Melanie says all the above. I know, me too. And so Cheri's here. Welcome, so Cheri. I'm gonna put this down, put this up. But speaking of preparing for a project, I decided, remember I had told you last time that we were, I was getting these subscription from Shabby Fabrics every month. And this was for a table banner. So each month represented, like this is representing fall or Halloween, and then there'll be one for Christmas. So each month has a different theme. Well, I hadn't been working on them. So I decided I was going to work on them. So this is the one that I am working on. It is called Tabletop Topper Banner of the Month is what I'm doing. Beverly McCullough is the designer of this one. And the finished size for this will be 12.5 by 14.5. And it says not kidding around. So anyhow, what I did is before I came on, not before I came on, but this week, I started prepping my pieces. Okay. Because there was a lot of pieces there. And this is how I did it. I took my little tiny design board. I'm going to try to show this to you. These here are little pins, and they have the letters like A, B, C, D, E. So if they said to cut so many D's, I did, and I put the pin in. So I did do that. Then when I ran out of pins for the alphabet, I then did it with little Post-it notes and wrote it on. And I just stuck a pin in it. So I have each of those. And then what I couldn't fit is pinned to the back. So that way I can have this near me and be picking the stuff up that I need. Now I started on the first ones this week. Oh, I forgot about that camera. You guys can it's not coming in very clear. It's like blurry, isn't it? Maybe it'll do better now. Ooh, it's shaking. Okay. Take a breath. Look how tiny these are. That's little. I want to give you a good picture of it. I think I'd been better off not to have that second camera. But anyhow, there's this one. I had to square this down to 1 inch. So I did these up ahead of time. It was a 2 at a time triangles. And this one is one of the other ones that I had done up ahead of time. Then I did this part. And that's the little stems. I'll show you the page that I'm talking about. This is it. That's the little stems. So this is what I'll be working on. I thought I'd just sew on it as I went along. It's not a tutorial. It's just a sew along thing. Some of them was the stitch and flip, and you had to be real careful because you don't have much grace with these. And they don't have a number on them now because I've already done them. And I think I did the bigger one too. Yeah, I did this one too. So anyhow, that's what I have going on. I'm going to lay this on over here out of the way. Hi, Kate. Oop. Hi, Katie. How you doing? Hope you had fun this weekend. So you've been doing the touring. And Mona's here. Hi, Mona. And Dawn Stewart's here. Welcome. Anyway, so I'll probably sew on that a little bit, but if I don't, it's no biggie. I was just kind of preparing as I went along. I got to here. So my next one will be probably making this unit and that, but you can see that there's a lot of stitch and flips and cuts. And then after you're done, I can start putting the leaves together. But anyway, it'll be really cute. It's got a hanging sleeve on it, where you put the hanging sleeve on the back. And I do have the hanger that I'm going to use. Katie's Crafts. Hi. Deb. Hi. Did I say? No. You know what? I think I was thinking I said hi to you earlier, but I didn't. I was reading off that you were part of the collaboration we're having in October, and that did. Let's see. I want to show you something. Then I'm going to talk a little bit, if you don't mind, and you guys can talk. Did I get any ideas on how you guys do whatever? Let's see. Prepare your pieces. With this one, I had to do this little project board. It was too many little pieces, and wasn't going to put it in baggies, and wasn't going to just leave it loose. I could have used a tray. That would have been good. I have something to show you. I organized a closet again. You know, every time I organize a closet or I go shopping in my storage room, I always find stuff, good stuff. So I had gone to an estate sale probably 14 years ago, 15 years ago here. And it was from a woman who had passed away in a motorcycle accident. So I bought a lot of her stuff. She was a crafter and a quilter and that. So I bought a lot of her stuff, and I went in and there was a box. I thought, I gotta make a little bit of more room in my sewing room. So let me see what I can do with my one storage. Is there something that I don't need that could go in another area to where I could put that in and leave and use that as storage? We all know you guys understand where I'm coming from. You have to be there. So I seen this box, and it says Rowenta, but I knew that it wasn't in there. That iron wasn't in there. So I opened it up, and inside was fabrics. Now I didn't bring the fabrics here because I put them away. But it was Kansas City Troubles. but it was, well, I'd say they were probably 12 inches by 5 inches or 5.5 inches in size, and there was a bunch of them. I mean, I had a stack, 2 stacks about this tall. Well, inside was also these, and I have like 55 of them, quilt blocks, and they've all been hand stitched down, and the stitching is immaculate. I pulled a few just so that you could see some of the designs, and to think about somebody needle turning these, because I'm going to show you the back of some. Let me see. I wonder if you can see this real good here. I'll try to give you a good picture. Hi, Pam. How you doing? Okay. All that crazy signs in the way. I don't know how to get that off. So anyhow, just to let you know, this is one of them that they had done. And these are only like, the size is, they probably finished 7 by 7. But this is one of them. And I know she hand stitched it. Look at the back there. Let me pull it up here. Isn't it remarkable? If I brought it over here, can you see it? I'm trying to give you a good view. This is the back of it. Look how neat it is. And tiny little stitches. And look at that. And then she cut away the extra in the back. So that's one of the designs. I just pulled a few just to show you. Oh, the blocks are amazing. Look, here's one. This is all applique on. I thought that was unique. I don't know what the quilt patterns or the book was from. There was no pattern in it. I even thought at first maybe it was the Dear Jane, but these aren't. They're not. This is unusual. I pulled the ones that I thought was really unique and that was different, that I'd never seen blocks like this before. Yeah, I'm gonna I had the Kansas. This was done in the Kansas City Trouble, so I'll be able to do sashings and finish it in that. So sometimes, you know, you don't look at things real close. I didn't when I had gotten it, but then I did. Now look at this, and they're such good condition. Here's another one, all needle turned. That's her back. Immaculate. You couldn't see the stitches. I can't see the stitches. I can see them in the back, but I can't see them in the front. Look at this one. Now this will end up making a very nice sampler quilt. Here's this one. Look at these little circles. So round, so perfect. I think the lady was only in her early 40s. There's another one. This is beam me up, Scotty. That's like something from Star Trek. Yeah, some of these are like I don't even know the name of them. I guess you know what? Can't we could take? I could take a picture, can I? And do like a Google search or something. They should be able to tell me what the name of the pattern is, and then here's your hearts. Now I have a lot more, but I tried to pull the most unique. Now that looks like a lobster. What do you think? The blocks, Lisa, are just a little over 7, but you know I will probably I'll probably have to trim down to 7, maybe 6.5, because they're just about all the same size. But I think I saw one that was a little bit smaller. Force be with you. Look at that. I think I hit the jackpot there. Then there's a few. There was a bag that hasn't been completed. This has been paper pieced. Yes, this has been paper pieced, and the inside circle needs to go. But there was a baggie or plastic bag of circles and scraps to be able to finish these off, so I'll be able to do that. There was only a couple of them that was like that. I thought that was unique too. So that's the loot. Oh, let's see. Lisa says it's too bad they're not the 4.5, because you could substitute Dear Jane blocks for those. You know, I'm going to turn my back on you guys just a moment. I have to check. And like with the seam allowance, they're 5.5. Now, can I make my Dear Jane 5.5? Oh, my blocks. Can I change it? These would be beautiful in that. I did have to look. I looked at my pattern pretty good because I thought, could this be that? And she did the applique, you know, because you have a choice of applique, you can piece, there's even paper piecing in it, foundation paper piecing, and that. But I'm going to do mine as much as I can in foundation paper piecing. Yeah, I can size up. Am I allowed, you guys? Am I allowed? I got 50 some blocks. And what does it, Dear Jane, have 100 and some? But this would be perfect. But I couldn't use the fabric that I had gotten for the Dear Jane quilt in a kit, because they sent me, it was 5 years ago or something like that, and they sent me batiks. But they can always be used for something else, the batiks. But I probably have enough. I could never match this skill, though. You know, this is unbelievable. It says, I like a quilt with different size blocks. Yeah, I could size them down and then have them. I'm going to play with it and use your Lisa says, it's your quilt. You can do whatever, however you want. We are not the quilt police. I know. Except I really do like this one. If you frame, Pam says, if I frame every block, you could have different size centers and the frames could compensate for the difference. Yes. Yeah. Whoop. There. I got it. Oh, okay. Yeah. Tammy, um, Lisa is got us going on the Dear Jane bandwagon. She had said that for 2026 she would like to do that as one of her quilt projects and finish it within the year. And one thing led to another. And for instance, I was one of the people that says, I have that. I have it kitted up, but with the fabric in the book, but I've never started it. Another person says, well, I started it, but I haven't finished it. Then another person says, well, I would like to do it. So I'm not sure how many people are, but basically I think we're starting. We can start whenever we want, but probably after the first year is going to be better because you have so much going on otherwise, before that. Hi Jess, how you doing? Yeah, how far are you into your Dear Jane, Tammy? I'm reading right now. Oh, so you are going to start again and do it. Yeah. I'm going to have to contemplate on what I want to do, because if I would have enough fabric to do my any additional blocks in this, I would. But anyhow, I did Lisa's gonna I forgot who else said that they wanted to order the EQ8 add-on for Dear Jane. And I think if you can, it's probably a good idea because you get these, you get the book. There is no instructions in the book, but you can print off the foundations from that. But there's no seam allowances for the outside or anything like that on there. But and I thought, well, if you did foundation paper piecing and it's the block that they show, it's like they don't have it numbered like 1, 2, 3, 4, A, B, C, D. So it's kind of like you'd have to sit there and look at it and think, what order do I lay my fabric down if I foundation paper piece? Now, if I pieced it, I think our brains just automatically right there to a lot of the blocks and that to do. But I thought, nah. So I did get the add-on and I looked through it and it's great. I can either do it, gave me the directions to cut if I wanted a piece, foundation piece, paper piece, and it would do the number the the blocks off, the sections off. So that was less overwhelming. However, with brain overwhelm, I get frozen and do nothing, Pam says. Hi, Andrea. I'm just checking to see. Tammy says her book, hers is oh yes, hers is spiral bound and it makes it easier, but I still don't get past a few blocks. I was on doing research on YouTube, and one of them ended up saying to go to one of your local printers if you have the book and have them take it and spiral bound it. Most usually it only costs like $10, $15 to have that done. That way you can pull the pages back and put it in a copying machine to copy your papers. So I think that's a good idea. And so, for our encouragement of doing that, if anybody wants to do that, I mean, we're here to support each other, and there is some videos out there kind of explaining what to do for each one. I would have been, if I would have done this as a sew along for the fabric store that I bought it from, they had Zoom meetings or webinars, and they had a Facebook and all that. Well, I was busy. I was teaching, I was quilting, I was doing everything, and I didn't do it. And now it's sort of like I have to find the support system on my own. Let's see. Tammy has EQ8 and had the Dear Jane add-on. I guess I should play with it. It makes a big difference. Yeah, it makes a big difference because they're numbering it. And I'm going to do as many as I can foundation paper piece. I know there'll be some applique, and that's okay. Your company's sitting at the airport now. And my Jeep both are. Mona says she's going to go simple in 2006. Mona, that's probably what we all wish we were going to do. But it's sort of like, I have a lot of money into this, and I haven't done it. And whether, it's either give it to somebody else to do or take the fabric out and use the fabric for something else, but it still doesn't compensate for the money that I have into it. Prep for Eternity's here. Hi, how you doing? It's Jennifer, huh? Nice to see you. Nikki's here. Good to see you here. So anyhow, I think these blocks are cool, and I could incorporate. Ooh, you know how I can incorporate those if I wanted to? I could change the border. If I wanted to, I could make those border blocks or just pop them in here and there. That's one thing I could do. So anyway, we talked about how you prep your quilt, but no one told me. Yeah, I think that it'll be a good support system that we will have with this, because each of us will either find out some information somewhere and be able to share it with somebody else, and or with the other ones. And who knows, maybe Lisa will put up a little group in Discord for Dear Jane. We'll see. We'll see what she wants to do. It's not that she's organizing it, it's that she wanted to do it, and we jumped on her bandwagon. Is what happens. Andrea says, I have enough projects kitted up to last me the rest of my life. I bet you I do too. But I keep finding new things I want to do. So everything gets pushed back. I believe that makes me a true quilt squirrel. Yeah, because you go from one thing to another. Tammy says she's definitely a quilt squirrel. Yeah, I am starting to get. Hi, Joyce. I am starting to get some things finished, which I'm very happy about. Which I did have it up on a picture of it, but I didn't get it when I came on. It wasn't there no more. But I worked on I had a block swap that I done too this year. One was from Lorena Quilting. She's out there in the western part of the United States. She's funny. She's very good, and she organized it. And we all did the same block, but we had different colors that we could choose to do our block, and then we could choose our background. Did we want to be in the group that did the black, or the white, or gray was another one? And I did get that and put together. And then there it was the block swap that Donna, Handmade by Ying, organized. And I think that was February through June or February through May. And got 20 blocks. So there was 20 people. And I had that all put together. I sashed it in between. It was a white background, so I sashed it with like a light paisley. The color really lend itself to all the block colors. And then I put a border around it, and I saved enough of the fabric that I can do the binding out of it. I can't do I couldn't do a complete border around the like an inner border of the paisley, because I wouldn't have had enough. But that's why I decided to do it in the binding, so it still kind of picture frame that around a little bit. Mona says she'll share videos, but that's as far down the rabbit hole as she's going to go. Hey, I understand. I'm just trying, you just try to get going. Oh, talk about another thing. Let me see. Tammy, is tonight show and tell? If so, I need to get busy taking pictures. Yeah, Tammy, let us know if you're having your show and tell. And if you want to, you can drop your channel link by just typing share, SHARE, and drop your link. There may be somebody on here that hasn't subscribed to you yet that you'd like to. But anyhow, I'm kind of pleased that I was able to start the planning. I got the plan. I feel pretty good about it now for October so collaboration. And I pressed my fabrics today. So, yep, I guess it's time to start doing video segments of it. Yes, you've got 2 hours to get them posted. Okay, everyone, that Tammy's going live tonight. And if you've done blocks for show and tell, you need to take the pictures. It's Tammy, is that on your Facebook page that they post? And then they'll do that. Yeah, I I agree with that, Lisa. That there's there's um, there's a dedication that you put into it when you buy the book, you buy your fabric, you get everything started. It's like y- you know, if you're, it's going to take a energy for ourselves just to do it. So yeah, I'll be glad to help there too. So anyone have anything else? Yes. Okay. Her channel, Lisa did drop her. I mean, not Lisa. Tammy did drop her channel. Andrea did. Um, I guess I'm not sewing today. I'm talking today. I see. I haven't talked to you for a few weeks, so that's what it is. Oh, I got two more things I can say, but I did get this, the card builder set for Christmas, and I looked through it, and I really like it. It's so cute with some of the things that they've got. So I don't know if anybody's ever bought any of these or done it, but I think it'd be cute just to do. Oh, you could do one block and do it up in a placemat or a mug rug or something like that for somebody. Wall hanging. It comes with 40 jolly blocks and 8 merry layouts and plenty of possibilities. Yeah, it's cool. You can see that some of those pictures there. I have the card builder 1, 2, and 3, and you know what they do? I don't like the instructions. You know what they do? They recommend with these that you can take a block, one of the blocks, say that this is 3. I could take this wreath and do it, and then take one of the traditional blocks and do it. So you can kind of mix in your blocks. Like I don't have to have a whole um, quilt full of wreaths. I can have it to where I can put them within there. Maybe I do a house. Maybe I do. I can incorporate my own, and they do have different sizes. So I don't know if anybody likes to do something like that. Well, that congratulations, Andrea. You're about half finishing one the quilting bee. John's 3-hour quilting bee. I'll have to look that up and see what's going on with. No, I don't have to look it up. I got enough to do. I got to focus. So I'm gonna probably do some little things up like this because I think they're just cute. Be cute for kids and that, but they have the different size blocks in this. Um, oh no, hi John. But you can just watch me anytime you want. The falling leaves pattern we are working on is the one that I have about half finished. Okay. Johnson. Um, they're saying hi. John is my husband. He's being moral support right now. Hey, I don't want to go into this too much, but just because I want to really concentrate on the fact that we're doing our collaboration in October, that's the number one. But I will do a little shout out that I watched Donna on Handmade by Ying, and she is kind of throwing out a challenge for people for 2026 to use their scraps from the projects they made that year. You had to have made them that year. You could either sew them together, put them on adding tape, cut them apart. You can do collage, whatever you want. But it just has to be from there. And the challenge is to see how much we would have thrown away. So that was just a little bit there. No, thanks, Zaza. Oh yeah, I can find stuff. I can find stuff just like that on YouTube and Amazon, Discord. You can go on Discord and you guys share your pictures and your projects, and they're wonderful. And Mona does all that, and it's yeah. I can understand that you don't do if I do that, Mona, I don't think I'm going to do it as a challenge. The challenge would be, what can I do for myself? It would be within myself. I guess it's kind of let my creative side come out, to have to think outside the box and stuff like that. But not to compete. I wouldn't want to compete with anybody. I lose. Okay, Mona's been using scraps for backing. That's good. I have a lot of backing that scraps, when I put the backings on the long arm, and they're my fabrics, and I'm doing my quilts. They're 108, but maybe my quilt wasn't. Then I get this big piece, and there's one, like I said, if I can't get rid of it, I'm going to give it one great big giveaway. It's all about words, like scripts. It's like, no matter what, I can't get through that. And I still have more on the boat. So that means there's going to be more quilts that have that as the backing. It's a neutral backing. That's what's nice. I know. That's what this is. It's like I like it. I love the script. It's like a cream color, and it has a script on it with words, and it's really pretty, But after you've done it for so long and so many times, and you've used it in this scrap quilt, or you've used it in that or that, it's like, what can I do? I thought, maybe you guys can help me with my dilemma. Do I cut it up into fat quarters? Because the sizes are bigger, or if I can get a yard out of whatever, is there a fat yard? There's a fat quarter, there's a fat eighth, but is there a fat yard? And I thought, and then give it away. But like some of it is long strips, the whole length, and then it might be this wide, you hate to cut something up that somebody else could do something else with. Katie says that she has so many project boxes with leftover fabric that it's scary. Too much fabric to call them scraps. Yeah. Some are even yardage. That's what I'm finding as I'm going through my stuff. Get a memory stick thing. Yeah. Zaza says, Cheri, That is very pretty fabric. You can always put it away for, oh, you know which one I'm talking about, for a while and use something else. Yeah, that's true. Mona, I'm trying to get rid of that, Cheri. I'm on my way. I'm working on it. You're too funny, and you're not. Yeah, that's right. Joyce says, and you're not. Yeah, I would. I would send. I have this dilemma, and I've thought about Joe because she has the resources. I have some things that I was making this blocks, the 2.5 by 2.5, and I got that quilt done. So, but I still have some of those blocks left over, and all I had to do is add maybe two more, and they could be a 12 by 18. And I thought about donating to see if I could donate to her, and maybe she wants to finish off for the shelters for the pets and that, or I could do a bigger kid size. But people have better resources than I do. Let me see. When I finish a project, Tammy is saying, the empty project box is all leftover fabric. I have small scrap boxes and I will work one for a half a day to cut it up into usable pieces. That's a good idea. Yeah, Terry, I made a few quilts out of scraps. But these are like the backings, some of them are pretty good size. And share the joy, I guess. I shove it in a tub or a baggie. Yeah. You guys are funny. Anyway, if anybody has any suggestions or if you want any of those, just let me know. At Cheri Yurton at nc.rr.com. That stands for North Carolina Roadrunner. You don't even have Roadrunner no more. It's Spectrum. Oh, you mean these blocks? These blocks kind of distracted you, Lisa? I wish so badly I could show you how good her stitches are. I mean, they are so super tiny. Look at how tiny. I'm going to get up and show you. Look how tiny those stitches are. You can't even see. She was amazing. But I get to put them in a quilt, and I can put a label on the back. They'll think I did it. No, I would document that they were somebody else's. Yeah, Lisa, you do work hard. Yep. Okay. You know what, Lisa, if I don't, if I have an odd number here, I might just send you a few. How's that? I can, and then I'll see what you do with them. Of course, you have to have the Kansas City Troubles to go with it, huh? I don't know. She did good, though. Anyway, Joydy's here. Hi, Joydy. I about 10. Yeah, you could do something really nice with 10 of them. We'll have to see. So, and Dawn, generously. So, whose bake of is back on tonight? Oh, the Bake Off. Is that what you mean, Zaza? Oh, oh, Lisa. Well, if you're using Kansas City Troubles in your quilt, I'm going to go through and I'll take a picture, or I'll get on Discord and we can look. Um, I think it would be nice just to do a small sashing between these. But I know that there's more than I need. I'd be glad to gift those, the rest of that to you. But I'll let you be on Discord or we can get on. So, on Lisa's Thursday, Mona is tomorrow bag making on Discord at 3 o'clock. Lisa's 3:30 on Thursday on Discord. But I'll look at it, and you can look at some of the I can share some of that fabric with you. I mean, they're not big pieces, but they're big enough for making the 4.5-inch blocks, and then you can get. Oh, yes, Mona is right. It's not just bag making. Um, I I joined last week. Mona was working on a bag, and I can't remember someone else was, but we just come in. It's all it is. It's time to get together, sew, talk, chat. Hi, Rita. No, 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 no. Lisa, I know I could do that, but I know I got more. I'll end up sharing and showing you how much I got, and yeah, 2 stacks. I'd say about this tall. That's tall. So yeah, the sewing chats, they're good. And let's see, tonight. I know somebody's on tonight. Cheeky Quilter, I think, is on tomorrow night. Quilting in the Country is Lori. She's on at 10 tomorrow and Mondays. Debbie will be here on Friday at 3 o'clock. And Mona, I'm not sure if Mona's going on at 1 or not on Friday. And the Siberian Wind is Tammy. She's going to be on live tonight at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yes, and Elise is on. Elise Beck is our EPP guru. And she's going to be on at 3 o'clock. She does a live. It's on YouTube. If you want, anybody wants to catch up on their EPP, on their skills, because you're going to do the Dear Jane. There's a few blocks in there that we do that with. About the first 15 minutes, she's grading everybody and making sure everything's good. So you're good there. But she is an excellent teacher. I know you were kidding, Lisa, but I just started thinking about the fact that fabric, I bet you I'm not going to use it at all. I don't mind sharing. Oh, that would be cool. That you would put 1 or 2. Well, yeah, I could send you a couple blocks because they have them. The count is off. It's not even to make a row, so there'd always be a couple left. And then, but I have to show you that fabric on Thursday. I'll show you that fabric, girl. That in your quilt, we really have history, wouldn't it? Then history other than just the history of the quilt. If you have history on the blocks, I will add it to my Dear Jane journal for my granddaughter. That's great. I can tell you, yeah, I can. She was a quilter, and I can tell you where she was from and that. Yeah. I bought it from a lady that had passed away. She died in a motorcycle accident. Ooh, fancy quilt labels. Lisa, I want to learn your journal. Oh, how to make your journal. I tried to find a journal cover because somebody mentioned it and I didn't see your journal cover, Lisa. Oh, I will make a tutorial this weekend. I have been working on dragons. I saw that one. That was pretty good. And yeah, we'll look up on that. So let me see. I'm trying to figure out little tiny. Oh, Rita's trying to figure out what to use to make those. You know what they do? Those tiny grow grain, grow, gross grain or grow grain ribbon you can do, and you can um, y- if you have an embroidery machine, you can actually set it up and have it stop at each, you know, row of ribbon that you have and size it to that, and you can embroider it out. Or I know that they can. I think they have put it on freezer paper, on the shiny side, and ironed the ribbon down, and then from your document, um, you have to make sure that it's going to hit the right place, which you can by uh, doing a mock document up of your label, print it out, and then take that and you'll be able to see where you should place your ribbon. Yeah, and Mono does buy hers on Etsy, and it is it is nice. I had some labels I had gotten that I really liked from there, and that was more of I can't think of what kind. Toile. It was more of a toile ribbon. And Katie buys hers, making them seems like a lot of work. Yep. Now I did see though did it on the embroidery machine. And if you have one, that really isn't a lot of work that way. But yeah, you can print on your printer. Okay, well, I should get off. I've enjoyed this conversation. I was going to sew, but I was just a little chatty Cathy, wasn't I? I enjoy your company. Let's see, I have tons of satin ribbon and freezer paper, and that would work. Thank you. Yes, Rita, you do that, test it out, and then do a video on it. I would like that. I'm going to let you test it out, though. But that would be great. You embroider yours. Tammy says you can also handwrite on with a micron pen. Yeah, the micron pen is archival ink. I design my quilt labels, then send the picture to Spoon. Oh, Audrey says that she designs her quilt labels, then send a picture to Spoonflower and had them print them on fabric for her. Well, that's pretty good. Yeah, yeah, Rita, do that. I'll be looking for that video. I mean, seriously, you test it out, get the kinks worked out, and then you show us how. No, but I did see the do that. Yeah, metallic fabric pen would work too. There's a lot of ways. Be blessed, less stress, and pet some fabric today. Hugs and kisses from Andra. Andrea. She's going to get busy taking pictures. Okay, we'll see ya. I'm going to say goodbye to everyone. I've enjoyed it. You have given me such inspiration. I really have enjoyed that. And I'm going to go look at that fabric too, Lisa. So I'll talk to you guys later. I'm going to have to lean forward to, no, maybe not. Maybe I can do this a nice way to go out of the, oh, I got a mouse that looks like it's going to work. Okay. You have a good day. Okay. It's supposed to log out. Why isn't it? Okay. I have to go forward, people.